Hi guys, it's the Wisdom Therapist. Today, I want to start something new, a new idea that came to my mind. So, over more than 25 years, I've been searching for all the answers to some important questions in my life. I've been searching for ways to self-confidence. I've been searching for ways to combat depression, anxiety, insecurity, and all that bad states. And I can affirm you that I have found the answers. Most of them come from cognitive behavioral therapy, and they come from ancient wisdom, modern science, and all the good stuff. So I have collected all the best ideas, which I am compiling and creating a great book, which hopefully is going to get out this year. But something has been eluding me for almost all of my life, and it's the notion of financial freedom. That's something that a lot of people are chasing, are searching for, maybe sometimes for the wrong reasons. Maybe some people are searching for luxury and for let's say, easy life, not having to do anything. And that's nothing wrong with that. It's the problem is that we usually get the hedonic adaptation, which is when we become accustomed to everything that we get materialistically. So the new car, the new house, etc., is going to make us happy for, I don't know, 1 day, 3 days, 3 months, and then it's going to wear off. So it's essentially like some kind of a drug. But something is to say about manifesting this kind of money, and even better, it's about the social freedom. The I'm searching all my life. I've been searching to how to get the emotional freedom, so to be able to express myself freely, to be able to do whatever I want, wherever I want. And to get that, usually we need some kind of essentially resources, money. And usually we have to work for money. And that's a problem because most of the time we get to exchange our hours for money. There's essentially nothing wrong with that per se, but in this kind of society or this kind of matrix that we're living right now, the problem is that everything gets expensiver, and we maybe get a little increase. For example, I don't know, in 10 years we get an increase of 10 or maybe 20%, but life gets expensiver every year, like 7 to 10%. And usually real estate gets much more expensive, which is an actual essential need, and the crap stuff gets cheaper. But what's most important, so for our freedom, is to have somewhere to live and to have a constant or stable enough source of income. And the most so I have found the answer, for example, for depression, anxiety, and all this stuff that has been bothering me and probably around people around the world. And but about this financial freedom, it's something that has been eluding me for some time. Now, I know that it's not about intelligence, because you can see everywhere, probably in your life, you have heard or seen maybe even stupid people that are rich and they live their life freely. Maybe they are not free from depression, anxiety, etc., but they are essentially free from financial worry. So I have come away from depression, anxiety, and all this psychological stuff. I've become a CBT practitioner. I become wisdom therapist and help people all around the world. But this notion of the social freedom has eluded me. So, on one hand, we know that it's not enough to be intelligent. Plenty of intelligent people are poor, and we know that education it's not the answer, because we can see that there are a lot of intelligent, well-educated people that are not making ends meet. For example, in the US, we see teachers living very poorly, and we see a wave of being poor, having to work 2 or 3 jobs just to live. I mean, it's crazy. In this day and age, when all this wealth have been created, and where we are printing such big amounts of money, it would be enough to work 2 or 4 hours a day. Everything else gets taken. And so it's not about the problem of intelligence. It's not about, I mean, then there is the question of working hard. I mean, plenty of people work hard in the world, but how many of those people working hard gets ahead? Mostly for one that gets ahead, 1,000 does not make it. So essentially, it's like kind of a lottery. You go, I mean, millions of people buy tickets, and only 1 or 2 gets the reward. And the person that gets the reward can attribute this reward to everything that he wants or she wants. They may say, "Oh no, I've been careful. I've been searching for all the right numbers. I've been blah blah blah, etc." No, but mostly it's just random luck. So if it's not hard work or luck, and I don't know, maybe there is a way to get luck. I don't know. Maybe you tell me in the comments. But the idea is, I always wanted to find proof for something that I'm doing. And for example, cognitive behavioral therapy has been really, really, really proven in my life, in the life of the clients, that I can find the answers, I can find the solutions, and I can predict that if I do XYZ, I'm going to get the results. If I have a day or a period when I get depressed, it doesn't take me 1 month, 3 months, 5 years, or I don't know how long. It usually takes 15 minutes, excuse me, half an hour to get back to feeling great again. So that's something that gets the results. And I've been thinking and studying this idea of the manifestation, because the universe really, really, it is immense. It really is boundless, probably boundaryless, and so there is plenty of resources in the universe. So it's not a problem of luck. I mean, la, like a perspective of not having enough, that there is not enough in the universe. So I wanted to do with you something interesting. I want to take you on a journey to go to try these manifestation ideas from Wallace D. Wattles, The Science of Getting Rich, from the Law of Attraction, from manifesting things in reality to all this vibrational stuff, and see if it really works. If it really works in practice. In my life, I have been near social or financial freedom 3 times maybe in my life, and usually when I came close to that, it's been like David Goggins says, ha 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 ha, when you come to the top, not to the MF, and so the world puts you down. Another idea is whether or not this life is actually a simulation. And if it is a simulation, then I have 2 questions. If we are all like NPCs, so non-playing characters, and we have everything predestined, so there is no need to worry about, because we can't actually do anything about whether or not we're going to be successful, or whether or not we're going to be lucky or get what we want in life. Usually it happens if it has been programmed to happen, like in a game like Skyrim or GTA. If you're that pedestrian going around in this game, so there usually is nothing that we can do to improve our odds in life. Of course, if we work, we have a much better chance at succeeding and getting what we want than if we are not doing anything. But that's just another topic. I wanted to beat depression, and I found the way to beat depression. But regarding to money, it's not such a clear divide. Usually, I would like to get money for the lifestyle that I want to live. For example, if I'm a therapist, I want to do actual therapy, like 2 or 3 or 4 hours a day, and then the rest is focused on myself, my life, on improving myself, getting more knowledge, experimenting, being with my family, being with friends, etc. So it's not about working hard, hustling, and working 20 hours a day so that I can get 100 millions in my bank account, and then what? I would just sit miserable in that with that money in the bank account. I don't know. That doesn't seem interesting, attractive to me. I want the money freedom and the time freedom. That's what's important, to be able to work when you want, where you want, how long you want, how long you need. I don't need that much, and for example, here in my country where I live, it's enough, maybe $5,000 a month to live a median life, to be able to buy an apartment for yourself, and maybe 1 or 2 apartments, and to lead a normal life, to be able to go to eat out, to have some fun, to have a normal car, not anything expensive or fancy like a Bugatti, Ferrari. I don't know. That just doesn't appeal to me. If it does appeal to you, okay, no problem, more power to you. But here I am trying this experiment to see whether or not I can manifest. Because if I have to work so much for money, then it doesn't seem worth to me, because it takes a lot of time, and by the time that I will get that kind of money, I will be too old to enjoy life. So that's not appealing to me. It's not about investing, I don't know, putting $500 amount or $1,000 amount and investing it in an S&P 500 index. I don't know, maybe if you start at 10 and by the 30 years of age you are wealthy enough. Maybe. I I've been researching this topic for more than 25 years. Now I'm almost 37, so it's a little too late for me to be able to be retired at 50. I don't know. It's similar to retire at 60, 50. I don't know. It's not that much of a difference in my eyes to have to put off life now to be able to enjoy in 20 years. I don't know. That sounds stupid to me. Maybe in the future we can talk about the history of this thing and how this happened. But essentially, today I started by doing the whoop method. So contrasting. So the idea of wish, outcome, what does it get to you, obstacles, and by the end, about planning, what I'm going to do. And regarding this, something interesting happened. Try this and think about, for example, that you would manifest $100,000 a year, which is not much to some people, but for some it's like really high amount of income. So probably you would get some kind of anxiety or uneasiness doing this. Why? Because we are not accustomed to it. So I think that it's not a problem of it's like a sort of belief system, you know, not being worthy or not being good enough or not being used to get this kind of money, because we tend, if we're not rich, rich when we were born rich, we think, oh my god, that's so much money, that's so high amount of money, and so we get distracted, and we don't actually get to seem natural to us. There is also another interesting author that we're going to talk about, Vadim Zeland, and he's telling essentially similar to Goddard probably. You are ordering that amount and you just have to wait for it to be realized. Interesting ideas, and I'm going to try, because whatever I do, I see the results. I don't have to be positive enough, vibrating enough, it just works. So, in my mind, it just has to work. So, I have achieved everything in my life, but this thing of financial freedom coupled with time freedom has eluded me for quite some time. So let's see, join me in this adventure if you want to see how does it goes. This is day one. I've been also meditating today in the morning, visualizing this stuff, so I will try to get better at that, and I will share everything with you on this journey. I hope that you can learn too, and that you can create the life that you want also. Okay, take care and have a great day.